Welcome, students, to our today's online class. And I have a question here in a topic called binomial expansion in our Pearson Edexcel curriculum, the international advanced level. And today the question reads, I'm going to write it down, 2 less kx raised to 8, but the kx is over 4. So they want us to expand this. So we are going to do this. We are going to just say 2 raised to 8. Okay? Then negative kx over 4, and this should be raised to 0. So the first term has to actually begin having the highest power to which the whole part is raised to. And that first term is 2. That first part of that expression that has to get expanded is 2. And that means that 2 is able to get raised to the highest power given in the question. Then the second part of that part that has to get expressed to this power is supposed to get raised to the lowest power, which is 0. Then we shall say plus, then 2 raised to 7 less kx over 4, and this is raised to 1. Then we shall have plus, okay, 2 raised to 6, then less kx over 4, and this is raised to 2. Okay, and the last part is 2 raised to 5, then less kx raised to 3, but over 4. Because the question had asked us to progress with our expansion up to the 4th term. To mean this is going to serve as our first term, this becomes our second term, this is going to serve as our third term, and this serves as our 4th term. Now to proceed, we're going to have this. 2 raised to 8. That gives us, that is 64. So 2 raised to 8. So times 2. So that is 256. I am not going to write this way because the whole of this part raised to 0 is 1. And of course, 256 times 1, that gives us 256. So we shall drop that part. We shall say plus. Okay? Let's look at this. This second part that has a negative is raised to an odd number. So what do? We need to put here a negative. You see, I'm giving you a shorter way of doing this question. So the shortest way of actually coming out with the right answer as far as this working is concerned is to just look at this part. If there's a negative in your working, whatever you want to expand, just look at where that negative is on the second part. Ask yourself, is that second part raised to an odd number or an even number? The power is an odd number. So what do? We put a negative here. They shall write 2 raised to 7, that is 64. They shall say k raised to 1, that is k. X raised to 1, that is x. Then this is over 4, because 4 raised to 1 is just 4. Then we shall say this part. Okay, we'll ask ourselves, is the second part that has a negative raised to an even number or an odd number? That part is raised to an even number. Of course, this negative is inside the bracket, so we need to have this. Okay, so this second part has to actually end up turning out to be a positive value for our case. Why? Because the power to which that part is raised to, regardless of having a negative sign, is even. So it makes it to actually become a positive. So we shall say plus. So 2 raised to 6, that is, so this is 128. Sorry, this is 128. Okay, and this is now going to be plus 64. Okay, that is correct. Plus 64, that is 2 raised to 6. Okay, then k squared will be k raised to 2, then x raised to 2, then over then 4 squared, that is 16. We shall say minus. Why? The second part that has a negative is raised to an odd number, so it will actually become minus. So minus 2 raised to 5, that is 32. Then k cubed. Okay, and then x cubed. Then 4 raised to 3, that is 64. So we shall simplify. So we shall come here and have this to now arrive at the final answer. So we shall have 256. Okay, minus. So that is 128 divided by 4, that is 32. Kx. Then plus. Okay, this is going to be 64 divided by 16, that is 4, so it will be 4, so plus 4 k squared, then x squared, then we shall say minus, so 32 over 64, that is a half, you can just say 0.5, then we shall have k cubed, then x cubed. Of course, you're not done. You're going to produce what you call binomial coefficients from Pascal's triangle. This has to actually have 1, this has to have 8, this is going to have 28, of course 56, then you have 70 going forward. So we shall just say, so these are called binomial coefficients. Of which power? 8 from Pascal's triangle. So the first one is 1, then you have 8, you have 28, you have 56, you have 70 going forward. And because you only captured the first 4, you're going to use 1, 8, 28, and 56. So 1 times 56, that is 256, minus, and then you shall have 32 times 8, 32 times 8, that is 256, kx, then we shall have plus, okay, then 28 times 4, that gives us 112, so we shall have plus 112, k squared, x squared, then minus, then 56 times 0, that is 28, k cubed, x cubed. So that becomes our final answer in terms of expanding this to power 8. Thank you so much.